Comrades and friends, once again, we come back with a briefing of what we have done so far, taking it from what we have actually noted from the comments that you put down last time when we spoke together. People are clamoring for action. Action, 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 and nothing more than action. That is a true and very powerful sentiment which we have decided to follow without question. Time for all action is ripe, Zimbabwe. Many of you made comments after we addressed you, and they say they want action. I'm very grateful that comments from the people of Zimbabwe are very, very helpful, and we are willing to use those comments as a compass to show us which direction we must take. Comrades and friends, fellow Zimbabweans, one outstanding thing that the people of Zimbabwe say is missing is action. We have already started acting in soliciting funds to support the cause. And the funds are promising, highly so. And we've already started engaging Chamisa. Progress is being made in that direction. We've noted without doubt that as much as we may hate Chamisa, he is too popular. However, Chamisa cannot single-handedly remove the illegal regime. We all know that it is Chamisa who won the elections, and the regime is there illegally. He needs our support. Take this seriously. Not only support, he needs sincere support from us, the war veterans. Sincere support is support which is genuine, which is not double-edged, which is not ambiguous, which is given with an oath. Because if we become greedy, we will not cover no ground. There are many things that Chamisa can do, which we cannot all do. This is the honest truth, discovered through our negotiations. There are also a few things which we, the war veterans, can do, which a civilian like Chamisa cannot do. Truth be told, a civilian man like Chamisa cannot remove this regime at all. The muscle of the war veteran is required, but greediness must be thrown away this time. No cheating, no deception, no nothing this time. The discussions have just started in good faith. Chamisa is willing to engage us further and further. Envoys are already discussing with Chamisa. We have sent the people he knows, and we are, some of us, he knows us. We are discussing with him. Nyatsimba Mtota is part of the pact. It is high time that we should fly above partisan politics, comrades and friends. We are addressing the nation so that we move together. What we have agreed so far is that if we fail to agree we will all perish like fools in the impending dynasty of the head of the regime who wants to rule Zimbabwe until he dies. Or until he retires, leaving the reins of power in the hands of his own children and the wife and close associates like Tagwire, Ziyambi, Owen Mudanguwe, etc. Riganandas like the Chivayos of this world. And this other man, MP for Mabuku Tafara. Once the discussions are over, there must be a social contract written properly, which must be communicated to the nation so that we move forward together. We are giving the people of Zimbabwe a mandate to act as a compass. Ours is to navigate the ground and move towards what the people want until we reach Canaan. We believe that people are supreme. The way forward is as follows. Once Chamisa agrees, an agreement will be authored and communicated to Zimbabweans. But Chamisa wants to have time to consult his camp first, since he believes in citizens first. This is what he said. It must be people from Chamisa's camp who must communicate what we want to do to their supporters. While we also mobilize supporters in the regime. So that they know what we want to achieve. We have carried out a survey, comrades and friends, which indicated that 85% of people in our ZANU-PF camp support the coming of a new government. Simply because they have already seen that this regime which is there is only geared in impoverishing them. It is there to make them poorer and poorer. No one can afford to buy a beast per month, which is very bad. The government is promising them $1,500 on the minimum. Those with higher qualifications will obviously get higher salaries. Who can stop supporting such a good cause, comrades and friends? Chamisa's camp is supportive. Then we will call upon you, Zimbabweans, to flood the streets after applying for the demonstrations to come lawfully. This may be soon. We are coming with a lawful hurricane like never before. It will be a very, very peaceful demonstration. Mnangagwa himself may sit on the garden chair looking at the people, and I believe that he shall laugh at that. Laughing not because he will be belittling it, but he will see that he can never conquer that kind of movement. It will be a good demonstration. Truth be told, if the regime provokes, we have agreed to challenge them with equal or superior force. The regime may force armed forces to try and counter us, but with no success because we have reached a consensus with all civil servants and all arms of the government to avoid spilling of blood. Fellow Zimbabweans, comrades and friends, there is need for support for each other this time. There is need for us to recognize that if we become greedy, we become all losers. We therefore urge those people who really want to unnecessarily criticize those who are organizing and acting to stop it. Otherwise, if we take note of such, they have no support from our camp. Comrades and friends, people's power is greater than people in power. Let us all therefore pray that Advocate Chamisa accepts our offer to him so that the streets will be flooded. One heart that we need to win in order to win our war is the heart of Chamisa. One hand that we need to have in order to win our war is the end of the war veterans. We are devising a way of communicating our codes to our supporters so that the regime does not always count us with their intelligence. Leaders in ZANU-PF who work with us will spread our secret messages to our supporters therein. Fire is coming and the pot is getting hotter. The pot is becoming untouchable. The movement is insurmountable. Mnangagwa has no chance this time. I tell you, the thunderous voice of the people is coming from up the mountain. It is Mnangagwa who associates the voice of the people with the voice of God, lest he forget. We all spoke in installing him in power. We must now all speak thunderously in removing him from there. He is our servant. He does not set the pace. We set the pace. Mnangagwa is failed to all of us. We therefore demand from him that Chamisa's seats must be reinstated by our voice. Chamisa's payout must be given to him by our voice, according to what is on the cards. These concessions are agreeable to Chamisa. Chiwenga, though he did not ask us to do so, must be forced by our voice to give it a nod. Canaan is very close. I can smell it. I can touch it. I can feel it. When the fire gets hotter, the leader of the regime will surely jump out of the pan, moving out. Fellow Zimbabweans, hear this. Councillors, MPs, presidents, army, judiciary, police, prison services, and all people in government and parastatals are our servants. We set the pace and they follow. We put them in office and we remove them from office. What Mnangagwa is doing now to shut parliament because people want to impeach him is unbecoming of a servant and the leader of all servants. It doesn't pay to act in such a criminal way. Can a servant surely put conditions to his master or fight his master in the manner Mnangagwa does and win the day? No. I say no to that. And I believe that Zimbabwe is also prepared to say no. War veterans alone, without the mass, cannot remove Mnangagwa lawfully. Otherwise, we fall in the trap of illegalities associated with coups. And we have agreed that we must never delve in any illegality, save it be self-defense. We are not saying if the regime starts to beat us, we shall stand like sheep. Never, ever. That will be the greatest mistake that the regime will make this time. Because if they come to us with guns, we shall disarm them and reply with equal force. They will never do it. The concession that is there shows that he will never do it this time. We say enough is enough. What he has done so far is enough to kill some of our people. Innocent blood being spilled. Comrade Geza said, the great commander must win the war without spilling blood. This is our ethos. We agreed to deal with the current crop of parliamentarians, especially those supportive of the regime, so as to line their pockets and fill their stomachs. We are going to deal with them decisively. Fellow Zimbabweans, comrades and friends, gone are the days for stomach politics. We are all suffering. Our industry is dead. Our children are jobless. Our relatives serving in government are paid peanuts. We are promising Canaan to the citizens. Those working or those not working, we have already promised. We refer you to our previous discussions with you. More promises are coming. Civil servants must get at least 1,500 US dollars on the minimum. Highly qualified people will get more. This is what we promised, and our promise is sincere this time. If this fails, then you are at liberty again as masters to remove anyone who shall be in the office. Whether Chiwenga is there, Chamisa is there, Nyoka Mabuni is there, even Geza is there. We give you the power to remove us if we fail you. Our minerals are being plundered. Our land is heavily underutilized. Natural resources are being destroyed in our watch. Our water is being poisoned by the regime. through negligent use and negligent contamination, such that it's now dangerous to drink water in Harare. Our law, comrades and friends, protects the few. We are in another criminal, not criminal, but animal farm, where it is said, and all animals are equal, but others are more equal than others. Government business is now being done at Cape Farm, leaving our offices for no good reason. Corruption is a big cancer, and it's coming from the head of the regime. Our relations with other countries are poor, and that causes us to be poorer. We are in problems all because of the regime. We say to you, enough is enough. We are resorting to lawful action now. Our people are abducted and killed. Members of the regime can never be imprisoned, even if they commit crimes. But others, even if they do little things, they get into jail. This regime is now a cancer to us all. Let's take power lawfully. Then Chamisa and Chiwenga must lead the transition, if it is by people's choice. We are free to come up with our ideas, as we always do in putting comments. Then those comments, we shall make use of them. Please avoid being argumentative. Avoid scolding those who try to make solutions. Why? Because if we do that, we get divided. And when we are divided, we all fall like fools. The transition will go in line with the reforms. The transition leaders will make reforms quickly with consultation of the Zimbabweans. After consulting Zimbabweans and the reforms are done, then we run into the election, where even Chamisa and Chiwenga will be contestants as well. Whoever wins carries the day. We urge the church to pray for the nation, urge the nation to repent, and be righteous before God. Many people say it doesn't pay to say God, God, but many wars were won by people who were righteous before God. If we are not righteous, we are never going to win this war. Even if it was to be fought by few people, with the hand of God, we will win it. God does not say we must all perish like a sheep. No. We fight for our rights. Fellow Zimbabweans, let's humble ourselves as the nation in the depth of humility. Let's not come up with hypocritical ways of fighting our cause as a church, abusing the Lord's name or even God's name. No. Let's base our fight on truth and righteousness, and with a desire to do good. Good to who? To all citizens of Zimbabwe, even those in the regime. We will do good to them. We will act fair to them. If it is fair that they get arrested because of their misdeeds, it shall be done. We must fight with love for God's children, including those in the regime. Comrades and friends, brothers and sisters, our only reason for fighting the regime are as follows: to defend God's people. Surely God's people are in danger in Zimbabwe. Some are dying of hunger. Some are dying of accidents. Some are jobless. That's death. They need to be defended, those people. Some are being abducted and killed. Does God want people to abduct others? No. To defend our rights, we need to defend our rights. Rights to have our constitution intact without someone playing around with it in order for them to do what they want. That needs to be defended. And it is a good cause for a good fight. We need to defend our country. Yes, Zimbabwe is subjected to untold destruction of natural resources, water being contaminated, those who drink the water dying, animals dying. Does Zimbabwe require emancipation? Yes, I say so. And to defend God's religion. Those who are in the correct religion, they know what that means. Any fight outside the parameters set above will not be supported of God. We may be few, but if we do the right things, God himself will support us. Let us repent and be righteous. The regime is wasting time to call in Chabangu back. After abusing the judiciary. If provoked, we target Chabangu and those captured by the regime through corruption. Comrades and friends, we don't need the servants in offices of government who set the pace. We must set the pace. If we say they must leave office, they must leave. We no longer have employment for them. For them to play around and cheat us like that and close parliament because they know that there is danger coming to them, they are getting into hunger because of their action. We say no to that. Comrades and friends, we thank you so much for taking out your time to listen to this. Please, let us work together. The wagon is moving. It is moving very fast. Only those who catch up with it will be lucky in the Third Republic. We thank you, Zimbabweans, and salute you for all the efforts that you put in making comments and listening to these discussions. There is no time to play this time. We have no time to play. We have no time for corruption. Those who are receiving land and all monetary packages from the regime, please remember, the regime is led by a very old man. By no miracle, this man will never be there for a long time. If he spends a month there, he will be very lucky. Very lucky. Remember, we said now we are going to speak in parables. A language which the regime will never understand. A language which is paraphrased to our people, coded, so that we surprise the regime. The target is to surprise them. Let's also all put our shoulders to the wheel. We all want to take turns in tasting the honey that is all in Zimbabwe. Comrades and friends, let us not be cowards. But let us remain lawful. We are not going to fight from outside Zimbabwe. We are going to fight from here, lawfully. But not to say we are weak. As we have said, we will challenge with equal force if provoked. Listen carefully to this statement. Let the regime know this. We are coming. And if they want, let them meet us in the streets. If they provoke, we shall counter with equal force. Let them know. Let Mnangagwa know. Let Siabangu know. Let all the MPs that may be supportive to the regime know. We are coming out in full force. No jokes this time. I thank you.